Patrick Schick. Dangerous delivery from Czechia from the left-hand side. First time ball from Ladislav Krejci. Awful marking from South Africa. Patrick Schick freed the back post. He has hit the target there. Robin Williams just watched the header go comfortably wide of his left-hand post, but golden opportunity for Czechia to get off to a dream start here in Atlanta. So South Africa drill it forward through Williams. Can't find Maseko. They're down for Krejci. Soyka turns, guides it now down left for Sadilek. Sadilek, that's a lovely ball. Down left channel. Here's Holozek. That's a really good challenge there from Mudal on Holozek, but only a minute and a half gone it in Atlanta, and Czechia have come out the traps really well. There's a good right foot to challenge there from Mudal. Had to get that one right against Adam Holozek. So just approaching the second minute. Just a reminder, if you are watching as well as listening to us, make sure you're watching through your local broadcaster. So 2 minutes in, corner in for Czechia, headed away from Adams. And now South Africa and try and counter-attack here. But it's a good challenge from the Czech midfield, but it breaks here now to Mokoena. Out towards the left-hand side. Also when Apollo just slows it down. And now here's Mbakazi to square it to Imeokon. Now a chance for South Africa to enjoy some possession. Tapelo Maseko. Out and batter in space. Rolls it through a centre circle. Mbakazi. Here is Apollos. 35 yards from goal. Goes backwards. Now it's a chance for South Africa to enjoy his possession. Mokoena all the way back to his goalkeeper. Here is Muda. Moves it inside. First time from Mokoena. Can't find a teammate in the forward line. Now Czechia through Sadilek. Drills it long. Flick now into the path of Schick. Schick's run hold up. Just get a touch into midfield. Tidy feet here from Darida. Then Darida, was he caught late there? The referee points to his right, insinuating a free kick to Czechia. Vladimir Darida certainly caught by Teboho Mokoena. Mokoena just getting a warning from the referee Tori Pento. She won't get a card out though in the early stages for a challenge that wasn't Oli Militia. She actually got a little touch of the ball, Mokoena, just a slight follow through. The correct decision from the referee to give a free kick, but it's certainly one that wasn't worthy of a card. So free kick to Czechia, inside left, around about 27, 28 yards from goal. So we'll be taking it from Michael Sadilek. See if Sadilek can cause some issues. So drilled in left-footed from Sadilek. Now Sofal puts into the box and it's cleared up into the air and out for a corner kick on the stretch by the South African midfielder Jane Adams. The Czechia in the opening 4 minutes certainly started the brighter. Sofal edge the box, hit it low on the volley. Adams was there to skew the ball up into the air. It's a corner kick on the right hand side. Sofal whips it in, it's punched away from Ronwen Williams. And now Czechia go for a shot on the volley in the box, but it is well wide of the target in the end. It was a slight connection there. I think it was Sadilek who made it. Didn't catch it the way he wanted to at all. So goal kick for Williams State again. Goes short to Mbakazi. Mbakazi now looks towards Apollos, just runs under his left boot there. Apollos does put the thumbs up for the idea from Mbakazi. So throw from Czechia. Sofal down the line. And now Holozek. Holozek gets the ball in, can't find Schick. And now Czechia though have it in the box. Low shot and it's drilled in for the opening goal. And they deserve it. Michael Sadilek tucks it home on Martin in the box. With a low ball from the right hand side from Holozek, couldn't find Schick. But then a pass on the edge of the area was fed to Michael Sadilek. With the simple job on Martin Peltier, tucking it underneath Robin Williams. And this tournament goes from bad to worse for South Africa. But take nothing away from the finish from Sadilek for Czechia. They needed that after the end of the game they had against South Africa. And the Czechia bench embraces Sadilek. Sofal threw it down the right. Plozek couldn't find Schick, but again, Sadilek made great movement. It was just fed to him just behind the box. Again, such a calm pass into the feet. I think it was Lucas Cherv who set it up for his midfield compatriot. But just the start that Czechia wanted. They lead South Africa by goal to nil the opening 6 minutes through Michael Sadilek. It is Williams on the ball. Adams asking for it. It's the South Africa goalkeeper in the D at the moment. So Williams just hesitates, then squares it across the back to Mbakazi. Mbakazi over halfway. And it's come off the hit there of Holesh. Quick throw from South Africa. Now they're in possession with Mukwege on halfway. Mukwege's pass is cut out. Malozet, but does fall onset of Ime Okon. Now moved out. Picks out Maseko. Maseko to Adams. Adams plays it through the centre circle. So South Africa on halfway. Mbakazi now works it out to the left-hand side. Then Sofal intercepts the pass from Mbata. Cleared away from Czechia, only as far as Adams. Square pass, and now held up here from Maseko. Maseko to Mudau. Yeah, Mudau under real pressure. He just managed to move it to Adams, now out wide to Maseko. Maseko just gets the ball nicked off him from Soika. And then a foul given against South Africa. It was just a nudge on Soika. Pretty easy decision for the referee to order free. By the way, it's actually Soika who finally put the ball through for Sadilek. And the Czechia left wing back. It was a composed pass to Sadilek. Again, it did take a nick off Williams, the Sadilek shot, but again, the South Africa backline all over the place. So Czechia now in defence with Blanek. It's work from Holesh to Krejci. Holesh first time. Quits from Darida. Holesh now looks forwards. Nice quick play from Czechia. Now ball sent down the right hand side to Sofal. Sofal's crossing. Flicked away from Mudau. Here's Soika. The flag is up though against Czechia, but and some lovely one-touch passing with Czechia. And Plozek put the ball down the right-hand side for Sofal. Sofal was off. Correct decision for the lineswoman. Again, Czechia in command here, looking to double their advantage. Only 9 minutes played. So South Africa have a free kick to take after offside. So they'll be taking it by the feet of Mbata. Over halfway, heavy touch in the end for Polis. And Sofal clears for a South Africa throw. Just behind halfway for Modiba to take. Now Mbakazi back to Williams. Mbakazi again. Modiba asking, Mbakazi moves away from Schick, goes for the diagonal, looking for Maseko. And it's flicked backwards for a South Africa throw by Soika. South Africa throw. They're just behind halfway with Okon. It is Talente Mbata. Sees it from Adams. Mbata now. Nice calm pass out to the right hand side. Now Mudau. Mudau rolls it to Maseko, edge of the box. Can he get a ball in? Maseko 2 men around him. Maseko's pass cut up from Darida. And Mudau used that behind him for Okon. South Africa moving it across the middle of the Czechia half. And now a pass from Modiba, really tame one though. Sofal intercepts. Now Darida can move forward, takes heavy touch. Darida, tackle comes in from Talente Mbata. That will do for Czechia. Throw on the right hand side. Out on the halfway line, Czechia 1, South Africa 0. Just over 10 minutes gone here in Atlanta. So Vladimir Sofal receiving a quick instruction for releasing this throw. It's a flick on there from Hlozek, but control from Mudau. Now Mbata. Mudau again. Seko asking for it, but Mudau goes to the simple pass behind him for Ocon, who's in the deep. Left side of the area with Roman Williams. South Africa goalkeeper brings out of his box. Adams asking for it short. Williams now looking like he's going to launch it long. Williams out towards the right side. Just find Maseko. Against Krejci. Now Maseko. Going to ball come from Mbata, and Mbata's cross blocked. He's appealing for handball. Nothing given. It's Krejci who blocked it. Nice cross turn for Krejci. And Dorita just dinks it onto the chest of Soika. Soika down left, intercepted from Muda. Now Mokoena. Maybe a chance for Adams to get shots off. Adams just take the shots. And it deflects and hits the side netting. Corner kick. That's why it was Apollos. So Apollos took on the shot there. He was set up from Adams. It took a deflection off of Holesh. Looped over the goalkeeper onto the, looked like hit the roof of the net. So corner kick on the right for South Africa. So they're looking to respond from that early setback through Sadilek. There's a short corner played in field. And now South Africa here with Mokoena. Teboho Mokoena goes backwards. South Africa almost 40 yards and goal. Shot comes off and miles over the bar. It was taken on from Aubrey Modiba. And South Africa trying to be clever. Work the short corner. Modiba frees a bird in the middle, but it was Fritzberg who's nearly 40 yards and goal. And it was a wild strike well over. So Holesh to Cherv. Is Krejci just walking it in the area at the moment and brings out the box. 13 minutes played here in Atlanta. Czechia 1, South Africa 0. It's a lovely pass in the feet of Schick. Now Schick squares it. And there is Dorita. Out to Soika. Soika cuts in. Soika. Cross block for Mudau. It's looping up edge of the box. Taking on the chest of Dorita. Dorita hits it off of Mokoena. And batter forwards. Header from Holesh through the middle. And out Czechia, edge of the box. And Schick couldn't quite receive that there from Hlozek. Challenge came in from Teboho Mokoena. It was picked up from Hlozek. So he did really well there, Mokoena, to get a challenge in. Now it's Williams. Pulled it towards the centre circle. Reynolds couldn't hold it up. And now Krejci. Touch there from Hlozek. Now Cherv has it. Back in the centre circle to Molesh. Now Molesh, diagonal ball. And he picks out the chest there of Dorita. Dorita on the ball again. Krejci. Now Czechia, inside left. Cross in front, Krejci, headed away. And now Staff have the ball in the box still. And now Ime Ocon looks towards the forward line. There was a push on Maseko by Ladislav Krejci. So a free kick awarded to South Africa in the end. And here is Aubrey Modiba. Just gone halfway as Apollos. Took that shot on a few minutes ago. Deflect onto the roof of the net. And now Mudau. Seko making movement close to him. It's rolled in field. It is Mokoena. Mokoena. It rolled through the centre circle. Mbakasi. Now South Africa over halfway. So left back here now. It's given to Adams by Modiba. And he's been harassed really well by Vladimir Dorita. Goes into South African defence. Now Williams drops in between the two centre-backs. Quarter hour gone here in Atlanta. Czechia 1, South Africa 0. Goal scored by Sadilek. Direct ball from Williams. Chest away from Krejci. And Mudau lets that roll out for a South Africa throw. Nice turn there from Ime Ocon. Now Mokoena. Oh, lovely from Mokoena. Towards left-hand side. Taken on the chest of Modiba. And Modiba looks in the forward line. Adams out. Whips out towards the right. Mudau in line the box. Mudau's ball in, and in the end it took a deflection off of Reyners in the centre. He just couldn't adjust his body in time. So goal kick for Czechia. That was better from South Africa. Works the right side. Mudau, wonderful right boot. And yeah, just Reyners ran onto it. Bounced off his left knee at the near post in the end. So goal kick for Czechia. Just taken from Mate Kovar. Krejci. Reyners moving in between the Czechia centre-backs. Now Kovar on the ball again. So Czechia clip it through Hlanak. Chester from Malozek. So far runs into trouble, but now Czechia have on halfway with Darida. Over halfway from Holesh, and that was a definite foul there. There was a clip on the ankle of Patrick Schick. It was Mbakazi with a challenge. No, it was Mokoena with a challenge on Schick. It's definitely made no contact. The ball caught the left leg of the Czechia forward. 17 minutes on the clock. Czechia 1, South Africa 0. Michael Sedilek with the goal. And speaking of Sedilek, he will take the free kick. So Sedilek, this one slightly over 40 yards from the target on the right. Sedilek pings it into the box, and Hlozek chests it. And I'll cut back. First time crossing, no one could get to it. It was Darida with that first time cross, left-footed. Inside left edge of the box, but no takes at the back. South Africa, quick ball forwards, but that's good reading the game from Mate Kovar. Sweeper keeper job, just guided the short pass coming out of his goal to Holesh. Now Schick holds up just behind halfway. Darida, ball down the inside right, too heavy though for Sedilek. And then Mbakazi just goes back to his goalkeeper. Mokoena asking for it short. I think it will be a long ball there from Roman Williams. Now has it in the D. Williams try and look for Maseko. Maseko wins a flick on, but no running behind him. So acres of space in the end for Darida to get onto the ball. Darida back to his goalkeeper, Mate Kovar. Czechia pass out the area. Holesh making it. So Czech turns back. And it is Czechia on the ball with Hlanak. Now time for Krejci to play that left-footed pass. So Sojka, Alexander Sojka squares it. It's a nice turn there by Cherv. Now Czechia in the centre circle. Here's Cherv joining again, linking up with Hlanak. Arsene Krejci intercepted though from Maseko, and then there was a clip there just behind halfway. Tapela Maseko just tried to take it past this man, did do that, but Krejci got a piece of the Bafana forward. And yeah, it was a definite trip there from Ladislav Krejci. And slack in possession there, the Czechia left-sided centre-back of the back three. So South Africa take the free kick backwards actually to Williams. Williams pings it. It's a run here from Reyners down the left channel. Reyners now, who just draws Hlanak out. It's a back for Apollos. First time from Adams. Now Aubrey Madiba now inside to Apollos. 25 yards and goal. Clips it towards the right. It's gone off the head of Sedilek. Held up here from Mudau, facing his own half. Now Khaliso Mudau goes back in his own half to link up with Ocon. Mokoena in the centre circle. Deepest line midfield at the moment. 20 minutes gone in Atlanta. Czechia 1, South Africa 0. Michael Sedilek with the goal. Williams just outside his box. Williams taking it further forwards. Goes short to Mokoena. Williams again. Williams now links up here with Adams. Just a reminder, you are watching as well as listening to us. Make sure you're watching through your local broadcaster. The ball towards the South African forward line. Cleared away though for Hlanak. And then Sojka looks towards Schick. Schick heads it down. And there was a push there on the back of the Czechia striker. So free kick to the men in red. It's going well for them in the opening 21 minutes here in Atlanta. There was a two-handed push from Ime Ocon. And in fact, free kick's been given to South Africans' way, so I think there was an offside given against Czechia. So that's why it's a free kick to South Africa. Now drill it out towards left-hand side. Lovely touch from Modiba. Modiba puts the ball in. It's a good head away there from Holesh. And Apollos just sees out. Ball for a throw. Did well there. Apollos against Sofal. Apollos will lead the throw for Modiba to take. Apollos inside left. Rolls it backwards in midfield. Mokoena finds Mudau inside right. Slightly over 35 yards from the target. Pass it back to the centre circle. Ime Ocon with a diagonal. Headed down the left and kept in play from Modiba. And now Holesh backwards to Mate Kovar. Kovar goes long towards halfway, controlled there from Mokoena. Goes square to Modiba. Mokoena on halfway. And play for the centre circle to Mudau. Now maybe a chance Maseko Sek on his man. Good standing tackle there. Left footed from Krejci. I think that took a deflection off Maseko as well. So 22 and a half minutes gone. And that signals the hydration break here in Atlanta. So far, so good for Czechia. I mean, South Africa have had some moments where they're putting some decent crosses, but again, the Czechia back three certainly coping well at the moment with any of the deliveries that South Africa put in. Certainly it's been a strange start to the tournament for South Africa. 2 men sent off, the 2-0 defeat to Mexico, and look at for open 23 minutes here. Again, not really tested Kovar, and being a goal down as well, but the goal came by Stillek, certainly an adventurous player. At 16, he made a bold move, and instead of following his older brother Lucas through the academy system in his home country, again he left for the Netherlands, joining PSV Eindhoven, and maybe the time apart did a time apart doing good, and certainly Stillek remembers kids together every day, and sometimes, like all little boys, they just got on each other's nerves and fought and the like, and it's a really, really proud moment, I'm sure, for Michael Stillek's brother to see him scoring at a World Cup. They couldn't be close these days, two brothers. So a really nice story that. Certainly a key figure in the Czech midfield. Again, he moved to 20 in 2022 for 3 years before returning home to Slavia in 2025, but his international career hasn't been without its ups and downs, though. Again, he's made his debut in 2021, but again, had to pull out of the European major international tournament 2024 after injuring his leg, actually, when he fell off his tricycle at the training camp. So it's been an up and down journey for Michael Stillek, but a moment that he will never forget. South Africa, certainly in the early stages, really struggled still with the physicality of Klozek and Schick. Got to try and get a grip of that. And South Africa just G themselves up at the moment. Still the hydration break is going on here in Atlanta. Czechia can please with their work so far. And, certainly Mate Kovar in goal. Last stuff, Krejci in defence. I think they are massive pluses for this Czechia side, that's for sure. I mean, Krejci certainly looks like that ball progressor in the back line. Mate Kovar, real solid pair of hands between the sticks at Paulus Reyners and Seko. Really combined as that front three at the moment. Try and cause Czechia issues. So the hydration break now concluded. And we are ready to get back underway here in Atlanta. And can we see a response from South Africa in the second part of the first half? So it's a throw for Czechia to take. And Ladislav Krejci will be the man to take it. So Krejci takes the throw, looking for Holozek. The one there for Emil Ocon. Get onto loose ball is Apollos. Now leaves it for Mokoena, back to Madiba. Now Roman Williams. Williams in struggle playing out the back in the opening game of the competition against the co-host Mexico. Williams in the D. Williams now and goes long towards Reyners. Header one there from Holesh on as far as Apollos. Now Madiba. South Africa 35 yards and goal. Rolled now towards box from Apollos. Held up here from Reyners. Now turns, plays the pass in the middle, but cleared away by Czechia. And now Schick trying to get forwards, but it's good covering the ball there from Mbakazi. See it out for a throw. Mbakazi takes the quick throw. Now Adams to Mokoena. Moved out. And moved out. Again back to Mokoena in the centre circle with Adams. And time on the ball at the back for South Africa. 27 minutes played. Czechia 1, South Africa 0. Williams well outside his box. And square to Ocon. Now Mokoena on the ball. Emil Ocon again. Looks to play it through the centre circle now. Instead just takes it upon himself to go inside it and just keep hold of the ball. Then Mokoena. Ocon, Czechia won't mind this possession for South Africa, all in the centre circle. To Talente and Bata. Emil Ocon again, getting a lot of touch of the ball there. Ocon drills it towards box. So foul volleys away. A flick further on into the feet of Schick in the middle of the Czechia half. That now to Sofal, under pressure from Apollos. Apollos blocked Sofal's ball down line, but I think Sofal always knew that was going to happen. So he's got the throw he wanted. Sofal. 28 minutes played here in Atlanta. Czechia 1, South Africa 0. Sofal's throw. Head into the air. And from Madiba. Clear from Madiba once more. And now it's a late challenge there from Holozek, and a real painful one for Mokoena. So there was a 50-50 between the pair, and Holozek just beaten to it on Mokoena. Actually got his toe in onto the ball, Holozek, but Holozek's stretch is connected with the left foot of Mokoena, so it was a painful one, but I wouldn't say it was malicious at all from Adam Holozek. So South Africa did get the free kick out of that. As Mokoena rolls it to Emil Ocon. Adams, just beyond halfway, back to Ocon. And Williams, midway in the Bafana half. Then goes square to Mbakazi, now looks to halfway. Trap from Madiba. Inside, held up here from Reyners. The tackle one. Actually, the referee is given a free kick. Thought Branak did okay in that situation. Thought the centre-back won the ball, but the referee thought differently. And it's free kick for South Africa. Certainly not a dangerous position. Just the front halfway. The back was now to Emil Ocon. Ocon, his forward pass, can't pick out Maseko. Now ball from Soika to Evie. Down left-hand side for Holozek. Throw from South Africa midway inside the half. Taken here from Emil Ocon. Williams to Ocon again. Half hour gone in Atlanta. Czechia leading by goals to 0. Watching this game as well as listen to us. Make sure you are watching it. We've got a local broadcaster. Roman Williams. Direct ball towards the forward line. Reyners beating the air from Branak. That's a heavy pass backwards there from Madiba, and now Czechia have it in the attacking third. Schick on the swivel. Now it's squared into the feet of Sadilek. Now Czechia just slowing it down. Krejci to Soika. Soika just behind the attacking third. It's Krejci again. Moves in the centre circle to Branak. Branak out towards the right-hand side to Souček, then Souček to Holeš on halfway. Now is Kovar way in the Czechia half. Czechia is walking it towards halfway with Krejci. Ladislav Krejci, left-footed. Now Krejci on the ball again, linking up well with Sadilek. Time to send circle for Cherv. Now check it down the right-hand side. Holeš looking for the number 8, but in the end couldn't find number 8, Vladimir Darida. Mbakazi too much strength there. Mbakazi's short pass in the Safka half finds Apollos. Apollos clipped on his ankle. Right, so foul. Free kick to South Africa. So it's taken from Williams. Ocon, pass out the box. Mudau. Maseko controls it. Nice turn for Maseko. Just drew Krejci in. Maseko now body shape diagonally in the centre circle. Rolls it towards Madiba. Inside left, 25 yards and goal. Cross comes in. Head up into the air. Oh, it's so foul, heads away. And it's hooked into the feet of Cherv. Cherv just clears it at the halfway line for Czechia. Time at the back for South Africa. On the ball with Mbakazi. It's short from Williams. Mokoena. Ocon controls right foot. Ocon under real pressure from Lozek. Let's go back to Williams. South Africa have time on the ball again. Williams brings it into the D. What's that? South Africa and doing pretty well in possession. 56% of it at the moment. Doing much with it. So backwards, ball goes from Soika. Now Krejci to Kovar. Kovar delicately clips it towards the centre circle. Chest it backwards from Schick, and there was a late challenge there from Batter, I think that was, but play on, says the referee. So fouls over halfway. So foul. Full over hit though. Goes out of play. Now the referee will show a yellow card. So Mokoena, Tabo Mokoena made the challenge. The South African midfield just catching Lucas Cherv. And he will miss the next match against South Korea. Will Mokoena on the stretch. Just completely took out Lucas Cherv. Nowhere near getting the ball, and right decision by the referee to give a free kick to Czechia and a yellow card. And Czechia want to stay on top. A free kick taken, and then it's a foul from Czechia this time. Lucas Cherv just contesting with Aubrey Madiba. Free kick was played out to Cherv. Just to pull on the shirt now. South Africa take the free kick backwards to Williams. Is Mokoena. A simple pass to Williams. And Apollos dropping deep. And Apollos now used. Pressing towards him is Holeš. Now it's given away from South Africa. A chance maybe for a shot being taken. It's a pass from Lozek. Just overhit, and there was a towards the centre back. Holeš inside the penalty area. Holeš had the license to press up from defence. It was good pressing. Czechia won it, but Lozek couldn't get the pass right. So Holeš was the furthest man forward for Czechia. So goal kick taken short from South Africa. And now Williams. And strokes it to Mbakazi. Towards the halfway line. Just bounce off of Reyners. So foul. Turns. Ball down the right. Good strength there. In the end for Mokoena. Against Sadilek. Now is Williams. 10 minutes of this half to go. Czechia 1, South Africa 0. South Africa in their own box with Adams. Prods it back for Williams. Williams goes long, looking towards the centre circle. Free header away for Sadilek. Now header from Batter. Lifted from Mokoena to Madiba. Madiba feints to drill it down the left and said, checks onto his right foot. And goes in the back line to Mbakazi. Ocon. Mudau. Mudau clips it towards the attack midfield zone where Adams is, headed away from Czechia. Adams has it again under pressure there from Hranak, and looks like the decision's been given against South Africa. Offside against Bafana. Czechia leading by a goal to nil. I love that second before the half-time whistle. In South Africa, more the ball, but it's not really threatening. Czechia very comfortable at the moment. Yeah, Reynolds was offside when he tried to get onto the long ball. Now Czechia, they go long out towards the left-hand side where Adam Hlozek holds it up, trying to twist and turn away from Ime Ocon. Ocon though gets himself in between man and the ball. Now it's left for Mudau. Mudau to Maseko. Maseko almost didn't take the ball with him, but Maseko does get over halfway. Maseko, brilliant drive and run. And now rolls it to Reynolds. Reynolds to Mudau in the box. Mudau goes to the cutback. Flicked away though from Cherv. And it will trickle out for a corner kick on the right to South Africa. Probably the best football South Africa played this half. Some really good stuff there. It was played to Reynolds. And moved down right side of the box. Went for the chip back and headed away for a corner kick. Again, Felicio Mubau couldn't have done any more really. So he's trying to clip it back. So Apollos with the short corner to Mokoena. Apollos again, wide right. Apollos cross in, it was attempted, bicycle kick, but completely missed by the South African forward. Headed away from Sofal, now Czechia can counter. Adam Hlozek needs support. Hlozek tackles when he got over halfway. That's Mokoena to Adams. Adams has it again from Mudau. Now Mokoena on the halfway line. Mokoena, he touches with his right foot. South Africa, 35 yards and goal. In possession with Adams. Square now for Mudau. They're coming forward slowly, South Africa. Mudau goes the outswing ball, but it's blocked in the end by Soika. It is South Africa just the front halfway with Ocon. Ocon now back to his goalkeeper. South Africa just over halfway in their territory. It's Mbakazi to Williams. Ime Ocon drags onto his right foot. Uses Williams. And dropping towards Williams. Here's Mbata. Williams instead goes across the back to Mbakazi. Mbakazi being trapped from Schick. Williams again in the D. 38 minutes played. Czechia 1, South Africa 0 in Group A. Williams has a slap pass to Williams, but in the end it's been cleared away for throw. And it was Mbakazi just got to it. Just drove it along his own penalty area. Luckily, Hlozek wasn't quite alive enough to try and intercept it. There's a Czechia throw on the left-hand side. So it will be Soika to take it. And South Africa need to try and have some real threat about them. And they're pretty easy to deal with despite having a large amount of possession. Actually, it will be Vladimir Sofal with a throw. He's got that in his locker. So Sofal, long throw comes in, headed away from Ocon. It's only as far as Soika. Back out to Sofal. Soika again, the two wing backs just passing it amongst each other. Soika turns now towards the centre. Good pressing from Reynolds. Now Czechia with Mate Kovar. Kovar can get his side back up the pitch. Kovar looking for Hlozek. Controls from Mbakazi and shrugged off the ball from Schick. Now Cherv. Schick lets it run across him. Was he caught there? He was indeed. And Batter, well, he screamed at the referee saying he got a touch on the ball. And the referee reaches for a pocket and shows a yellow card to Batter. So he joined his midfield compatriot to Bowen Mokoena in the referee's note. But it was smart play from Patrick Schick. He knew the contact was coming in from a Batter. It was a definite foul. Zero doubt about it. So free kick for Czechia with 5 minutes left of the first half. But yeah, Schick and Hlozek both been a real nuisance up top for Czechia. So Mbata just been told from the referee just to make sure that he stands in the right position, the three-man with that four-man wall. So free kick for Czechia, 24-25 yards away from the target. dead central position. As I mentioned, a 4-man South Africa wall. So can Czechia get their second? Not too long for the break. So free kick is towards goal, but well off target. Over the bar, it was certainly a wild attempt there. And yeah, not a free kick. That Hlozek will want to remember it was right into the crowd where most South Africa fans are. Hlozek just couldn't dip that one up and over properly. Williams takes a short goal kick to Mbata. Czechia trying to press sides, back to Williams. Williams whips it forwards. Good header one there by Krejci. Now South Africa with Mbata. Mbata squares it right-footed. Time for Adams in the centre circle. Pass goes over halfway. South Africa inside left. So it's Modiba. First time for Apollos. Reyners to Apollos again. South Africa in the attacking third. Now whipped towards the back post, and header was met there from Maseko, but headed out for a corner kick by Krejci. Actually, the flag's up against South Africa for offside. Again, there has been some good football from South Africa. They just don't have that proper final ball. Have they been caught offside a couple of times? That's been some promising football played though from Bafana. Czechia playing it across the back. Good work there from Oles, wrong foot Apollos. Held up here and halfway from Schick. Has it taken off him, Luke's up in the air. South Africa at left back with Modiba. Now Mokoena sandwiching between red shirts, but gets a pass off. And now him and Batter combine. Mokoena has it in the centre circle from Mudau. Here's Modiba. South Africa in the middle. Reyners holds up. First time from Mbata. Again, Reyners with his back towards goal. 25 yards from the target. Now goes to Mudau's inside right. Now South Africa level with the penalty area. Good feet in from Maseko. Maseko goes the cross. It's blocked from Krejci. Corner kick. Nice little burst of pace there from Tapela Maseko on the far side. There's a cross crash off the left hip of Ladislav Krejci. So corner on the right hand side for South Africa. It's played short to Reyners. Reyners has to take off him from Sofal. And now Czechia holding up on the left hand side. And that's really good work there by Derrida to win the throw. No, it's a throw actually in Bafana's favour, which Modiba takes. And now it is South Africa on the halfway line with Ime Ocon. Mokoena. Now South Africa on the ball here with Mbakazi. Again, Williams in the middle of the Bafana half. Mudau halfway. Poor touch from Mudau. And now Schick has it. Schick holds up. Mudau trying to get off him. Mudau makes the challenge. Trickles out for a throw in South Africa's favour. It's thrown to the feet of Reyners hold up. First time pass from Mokoena over halfway to the inside left. Modiba. Modiba now to Adams. Adams on the stretch, pokes it back. Shot towards goal, powerful one, but over the bar. Taken up from Teboho Mokoena. Just over 30 yards from goal. Mokoena struck it sweetly with the right boot. Just couldn't keep it down. A lot of power and swerve on that effort though from the South Africa number 4 into the Czechia support. In the end, instead of trying to test at Mate Kovar. So Kovar's goal kick, head away from Ocon. Coming towards it is Hlanak. And now back with Krejci. It is Cherv. Krejci again. So 45 minutes being played. Just see how much stoppage time we have in this first half. Snappy challenge made on the far side by South Africa. It came from Batter. As you can see, a throw. 4 minutes of first half stoppage time. South Africa strike back, so throw down the left hand side. And it's helped on from Soika to take deflection. So another throw for Czechia. This time the attacking third for Soika to take. And the ball on the pitch, so Hlozek just kicks it out. Or it goes short. Now Soika receives it back from Derrida. Soika outswing ball, free head away in the box by Mbakazi, only as far as Derrida again lifts it down the left, but Mudal gets to it on the byline and then knocks it off the right ankle of Soika. So first minute of stoppage time this half almost up. Czechia leading by goal to nil. Roman Williams. And goalkeeper started off from Ocon. Williams looking towards Reyners, back into his mount. It goes past Reyners on the bounce, but now cleared away from Holesh. On the right hand side, Schick can't get to it. Go for South Africa. Just under 15 yards behind the halfway line. Madiba's throw. Madiba gets a return to from Mokoena. That's a left from Bakazi for Roman Williams to be on the ball. Mokoena. Yeah, left footed. Once more, Roman Williams on the ball here. By the D. 2 touches for Williams. Then will he go for a long ball? So just strokes it short in midfield to Mbata. Mbata now. Ball about 2 yards over halfway. Held up here from Mokoena. Mokoena was definitely pulled back from Lucas Chirp. So midway into the 4 minutes of first half stoppage time. South Africa took the free kick too quickly for the referee's liking. So she's happy with things now. And Mokoena have take number 2, taking the short free kick just over halfway. Mokoena back to Ime Ocon. Ocon right footed. He's on the halfway line with Mbakazi. So left footed past the inside left. South Africa almost 40 yards on goal with the left winger Polis. Now Polis rolls it short to Mbata. Now it's a turn from Maseko. Maseko, well, he's looking towards Zonar, puts it through legs of Chirv. Now goes short to Ime Ocon. Ocon again, we see that from Mudal. Ocon level with the centre circle. And play back to Ime Ocon from Maseko. Now Williams has the ball. 8-9 yards beyond the halfway line, long towards the right hand side. Chase down here from the right back, Mudal launched towards the ball. Was always just bouncing away from him. It's around to the last minute of first half stoppage time. Just a reminder, you are watching as well as listening to us. Make sure you're watching the game through your local broadcaster. So Kovar, unsurprisingly, taking his time with this goal kick. 35 seconds of stoppage time left in his first half, but Czechia to reserve their 1-goal advantage. Kovar looking towards Schick, it sails over him. Headed down from Ocon, now Schick can pull pass on left hand side, it's a short simple one, but couldn't find a man in red. Now here is Maseko, over halfway. Maseko keeps in play after a clumsy touch. Maseko into the attack of third. Maseko 25 yards and goal. It's the one last chance for Bafana in this half. Cross comes in, spilled for the goalkeeper. And now shot blocked. It came from Maseko. And now Czechia can come away with it with Soika. Soika finds Holozak on halfway. And Holozak driving Czechia forwards. Runs into trouble in the shape of Ocon. And Bakazi prevents it from going for a corner. Schick makes the challenge. Goal kick. But what a chance for South Africa. I think it was Krejci who made the block. From Maseko's shot, it was a ball in from Madiba, spilt from the goalkeeper. It's a left-footed ball in, pushed away from Kovar, and it was indeed Krejci. Excellent block. Shot on the swivel from Tepelo Maseko. So it's Czechia who lead at the break in Atlanta. Early goal from Michael Sadilek. It was Holozek who just went out to the right-hand side, put the cross in, couldn't find Schick, but again, Soika got onto it. Chris passer Sadilek in the box, and Sadilek finished home. But South Africa grown into the half well without severely testing Kovar, but Kovar made that mistake. Again, dropping the cross, but Maseko couldn't punish. That was a brilliant block from Krejci to stop that ball going towards the back of the net. So half-time here in Atlanta. It is Czechia 1, South Africa 0.
Remember to check out FootMob's social channels on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and TikTok. Thank you for listening to FootMob's audio commentary. Be sure to check out player ratings, shot maps and more in-depth info on the match page. Remember to check out FootMob's social channels on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and TikTok. Thank you for listening to FootMob's audio commentary. Be sure to check out player ratings, shot maps and more in-depth info on the match page. Remember to check out FootMob's social channels on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and TikTok. Thank you for listening to FootMob's audio commentary. Be sure to check out player ratings, shot maps and more in-depth info on the match page. Remember to check out FootMob's social channels on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and TikTok. Thank you for listening to FootMob's audio commentary. Be sure to check out player ratings, shot maps and more in-depth info on the match page. Remember to check out FootMob's social channels on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and TikTok. Thank you for listening to FootMob's audio commentary. Be sure to check out player ratings, shot maps and more in-depth info on the match page. Remember to check out FootMob's social channels on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and TikTok. Thank you for listening to FootMob's audio commentary. Be sure to check out player ratings, shot maps and more in-depth info on the match page. Remember to check out FootMob's social channels on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and TikTok. Thank you for listening to FootMob's audio commentary. Be sure to check out player ratings, shot maps and more in-depth info on the match page.
Welcome back here to Atlanta, where Czechia leads South Africa by a goal to nil. It was an early goal in that first half scored by Michael Sadilek. Took it really well. Again, it was a nicely weighted Scheuker pass and Sadilek finished it off. South Africa had some moments but didn't really significantly test Mate Kovar. South Africa are bringing on some reinforcements. Looks like it will be a Relibahil Mofokeng. He'll be one of the players coming on, but looks to me to be a double substitution. So Mofokeng is coming on for Jaden Adams, and South Africa really got to go for this. And can Mofokeng cause the issues that South Africa really needs to try and put on Czechia? Actually looks to just be the singular substitution, so it is indeed just the one substitution they're made, and we can get back underway for the second half here in Atlanta, where Czechia are looking for another solid half and getting those 3 points on board. We'll get the first of this tournament for them. The open defeat to South Africa, to South Korea, I should say, and South Africa actually took the kick off a little bit too quickly. Referee didn't blow whistle, so now take two. We're underway for the second half here in Atlanta. Here's Mudau to Mbakazi. Imeoko. In the D here with Williams. Mbakazi goes long. Headed away there from Hranak. Held up here now from Cherv. Cherv, nice spin away from Mokoena. Pokes over halfway. Cherv goes down, but the referee does award a free kick in Cherv's favour. It was a foul from Mokoena. Nice turn for Cherv. And free kick for Sofal to take. About 3 yards behind the halfway line, if even that. Free kick goes back to Polesh. And now Krejci. I thought he was really good first half. Ladislav Krejci. First time pass backwards into the feet of Hranak. Now Hranak goes long down the far side to Sofal. It's been volleyed away there by Madiba. And it is a throw for Czechia. Derrida takes it. That's lifted from Sofal from the halfway line. Headed away there from Mokwena. Forcing Czechia. And then now cushion from Batter. Now it's not it from Cherv. Back towards the centre circle. But Derrida squares it. Now Krejci over halfway. It was a really nice dummy there from Schick. And now cut back and a chance for Czechia to make it 2. Brilliant block. Shot came for Derrida, middle of the box. But it was Ocon aboard. Did Czechia get it back? Shot towards goal. Again for about 25 yards out. Pushed over the bar. And it was 2 bites the cherry for Derrida. So firstly it was a cut back to Derrida in the box by Sadilek. And Czechia got it back very quickly. And the second shot was a powerful one. Actually, sorry, the second one was from Cherv. So Lucas Cherv took on the second shot, which Roman Williams pushed over the bar. And a good chance there for Czechia to double their advantage. So corner on the right-hand side. So certainly looking for the likes of Hranak from this corner kick. That's when corner comes over so far. Headed towards goal. It's a free header straight at the goalkeeper. It was met by Schick. Good contact. That was towards one of the corners. Czechia be 2-0 up. Williams drills it forwards for Bafana, but Czechia get it clear through Cherv. Now South Africa on the ball midfield. And batter back for Ocon. It is Muda. Moves it inside. Mokwena. Now Ocon. Schick coming towards Ocon, but square to Mbakazi. That's a ball down the left-hand side towards Reyners. Madiba, but in the end, Czechia just play it back to Kovar. Flick forwards there from Holozek. Couldn't link up with Schick though. So here is South Africa just on the ball at the moment with Apollos. Apollos pass blocked by Derrida. Now Czechia just backing off it. South Africa inside left with Mofokeng. Now played really nice of Mbakazi towards the box. Moved out. His shot deflects up into the air and out of touch for a corner kick. And it was a striker, Lozek, who made the block. Brilliant pass from defence midfield. I think it was a batter with the pass in behind Czechia's left side defence. But in the end, it was a really good block from Lozek. Short corner from Apollos. Apollos again. Next on Mokwena. Apollos swings it in. It's headed out the box there from Holozek. Shot 35 yards out. Blocked. It was taken on in the end by Mofokeng. And now can Czechia counter-attack. It breaks down though with Derrida in the centre circle. South Africa just play it back into the feet of goalkeeper by Mokwena. So here is South Africa on the ball. Tidy feet at the back there. Mbakazi now laid off from Reyners. A dubby from Mofokeng. Looks to play it through the middle but couldn't find the run in the end of Maseko. Now South Africa win it back in midfield. Maseko trying to play it behind for Mudau. And Mudau makes a foul in the box. Or did he? No, he didn't actually in the referee's eyes. It's cleared away in the end by Mate Kovar. It was Soiko poked it back to him. And actually the referee blew a whistle for foul for Mudau. Mudau's down himself. That was a pretty nice attempted ball. A reverse ball for Mofokeng. Trying to get Mudau behind. It was great defence. Well, actually was a looked at the goal score for Czechia. Sadilek actually got back and made that challenge on Mudau. Got his turn onto it. Fell to Kovar to clear it, but it's a free kick in Czechia's favour. Good start to the second half though. See South Africa really have to go for it. And it'll be a good night for South Africa most likely. But they cannot sort themselves out in the second half. So Czechia Play the short free kick. That's Krejci, Soyka, lose it, good energy about South Africa here. Now it is Mbata, looks towards Apollos, cleared away. Now Reina's tackled there by Krejci. It's given to Holose. Holose out to the left-hand side. Czechia in the attacking third. Schick on the ball. That's Schick to Soyka. Soyka towards the back stick. That's a brilliant clearance away there from Mokoena on the stretch. Then Sofal tackled out the right wing. Then a brilliant tackle won by Apollos in a 50-50 against Cherv. And that was so vital there by Mokoena, because it was Derrida ghosting at the back post. It will be a Czechia throw on the right-hand side. So foul to go along. Just a reminder, if you are watching as well as listening, make sure you are watching through your local broadcast. The throw comes in and flicked out for a corner kick. And just came off the back of Mbakazi's head. So corners be taken on the right-hand side for Czechia, looking to get that second goal. The corner whipped in, head over the bar, and it was Krejci who met it. Again, Czechia so dangerous in set-piece situations. So it was a Sofal's delivery. Krejci just rose in between Mokoena and Ocon. Just got caught underneath the ball in the end. Krejci moved out. It is Ime Ocon. Across the back to Mbakazi. Mbakazi now, left-footed pass. South Africa just behind halfway with Mbata. Mbata now slots the ball. Mbata's a light right-footed pass. It is Ime Ocon. Goes square. So direct ball down the right side for South Africa, but Czechia just managed to get hold of it now. And it was Soyka almost got in the way of Krejci. Soyka clears it. South Africa on halfway. Now Mokoena looks toward the centre circle. Mbata, now Apollos on the half turn. South Africa inside left, 25 yards and goal. Apollos finds Mudal. Mudal cuts it back. Mokoena, short pass in the box. Mokoena gets a return to him. And maybe a chance for a shot to be taken on. It's a wild one from Maseko. Edge of the box, couldn't keep it down. It opened up nicely for him to take it on with his left foot. Got the shot all wrong though. And really liking the tempo out this second half. With the best effort for Czechia in the second half from Cherv a few minutes ago. But pushed over the bar from Roman Williams. It did open up nicely for Cherv to take it on. So Czechia making their first substitution. Actually, two substitutions. It will be Derrida and Soyka to come off it. So yeah, Soyka and Derrida, they're definitely the two that are off. And it will be Pavel Salt and Yaroslav Zeleny, two players on. Czechia moving it across the back. Zeleny straight in the action, being pressed from his opposite number, Mudal. Zeleny back to Kovar, Mate Kovar, just calmly guides it away. Volley forward to Mokoena, and it's now with South Africa edge of the box of the Apollos. It is Mofokeng. Back inside to Mofokeng by Madiba. Mofokeng, right footed. South Africa on the front foot here. Move down side. Facing away from goal is Reyners. And now passed on the edge of the box from Madiba to Apollos. And now can Madiba get across it? Then Czechia very deep here. 10 minutes gone in the second half. Czechia 1, South Africa 0 in Atlanta. South Africa moved backwards. Then a cross comes in, and a really heavy one in the end by Mbata. At 35 yards from the target on the left-hand side. Way too much on that. That's a goal kick to Czechia. Hugo Bruce be pleased the way he started to come out second half. So Ranak flips the forwards, headed away. Ball headed there in the Czech midfield by Sedilek. Now South Africa in defence. It is Mbakazi. Square for Ocon. Ocon just goes back to Williams. Williams in the D. Williams now gets square to Ocon. And Ocon rolls it forward. Step onto it though is Zeleny. And I'll check it inside left. Schick gets his touch on edge of the box. Ocon steps in there. Ocon now pushing South Africa up the pitch. I was hit forwards outside the right for Mofokeng towards the run on the inside right. And in the end, the flag goes up against South Africa. It was a push. And it was a seen to be push from Maseko. So quick free kick taken for Czechia. Here's Sadilek. Sadilek to Cherv. Now played forwards where Hlozek wins a flick on. In the end, couldn't find Schick. Now South Africa bring it into the centre circle. Floated for Mbakazi. Nice touch from Apollos. Apollos now rolls it behind him for Madiba. Aubrey Madiba. Still Madiba now passing the centre circle to Mokoena. So plays his right to Mudau. Mokoena again. Right footed against South Africa. Moving it really well there. So it is Mbata on the ball. Now Mokoena rolls it back. First time for Mbakazi. Over halfway and South Africa inside left, and now there is an issue here for the Czechia midfielder Lucas Cherv. Again, was that an off the ball incident? He's just gone down without anyone around him and not entirely sure what happens in that involving Lucas Cherv. Seemed like it was just a slap there, the midriff of Cherv by Mofokeng. Now, of course, South Africa, the opening game, had a substitution sent off for violent conduct, but I wouldn't call that real violent conduct. It was a light slap. That would be a very, very harsh decision. The referee rightfully doesn't do anything significant. Just a bit of a warning for Mofokeng. I certainly think that Cherv has been very crafty. Right decisions, give a free kick though to Czechia. 58 minutes on the clock. Leads South Africa by goal to nil. So it's a long ball towards the right hand side where Hlozek wins the flick on. Now Schick lays it off. It is a chance now for Czechia maybe to get ball in. Zeleny edge of the box. Zeleny rolls it into the area. And now it's a cut back and it's a shot blocked. There was a shot there from Sadilek. In the end, Czechia just take a heavy touch with Zeleny. To be a goal kick, and Zeleny rolled that through. Good hold up play in the end, and it was cut back for Sadilek to take on the shot. It was Pavel Salk, the midfielder, held it up really well on the bot. Lovely pass rolled to him, the two substitutions linking up. Now is South Africa taking a short goal kick. It is Mbakazi to Williams. So will Williams go long? There's a batter shown short. So now it's gone short in midfield to Mokoena, running onto it. Quickly goes back to Williams. Williams drives it over the halfway line. There's a flick backwards there where Hranak can head that to Salk. Salk heads further away, but now South Africa with Mofokeng. Mofokeng squares it. Now a shot from Madiba, well wide. Took it on inside left. Just under 30 yards and goal. They got it all wrong. Ori Madiba. Left with the shot, and so comfortable for the keeper. Just watch that one go well wide. On his left-hand post. Hour gone here in Atlanta. Czechia 1, South Africa 0. Here's Hranak. He's looking long towards Zolek. Good way though from Mbakazi. Mokoena. And South Africa still yet to register a shot on target. And that change in the next half hour. So squared across the back to Ime Ocon. And now Mudau. Mudau just has to go back here to Ocon. And it's South Africa playing it across the back at the moment. Mbakazi Now Mokawena, Apollos right-footed. Now South Africa just behind halfway. It's rolled towards the inside left from Mofokeng. And South Africa only just inside the Czechia half. Now Mofokeng goes backwards. It's Ime Ocon. Nice line breaking midfield pass. Mokawena, sharp turn for Apollos. Now rolled it to Mudau, right side of the box. Tiny feet for Mudau. Then a challenge comes in for Krejci. Krejci almost lost it, but then wins. Another challenge gets Mudau. And actually the flag is up against Mudau in the end. But in this second half performance from South Africa, much better. Some really calm play between the lines, and Apollos rolled it through for Mudau, but the right decision given. And Mudau made his movement too early, and the lineswoman put her flag up. Mudau put both hands behind his head in frustration, but was it clear offside? So Jaroslav Zeleny receives a short free kick. Now it's a turn from Krejci. Krejci back to his goalkeeper, Mate Kovar. Drips it forward, a really poor pass there for Kovar. And now Madiba inside, but Salk intercepts it. Now Sadilek. It is Granak. Krejci picks out Zeleny on the left-hand side, plays it down line and blows out, making a run. Was there pushed down Schick? Nothing given against Mbakazi. Just good strength for Mbakazi in the referee's eyes. South Africa over halfway. It's played short to Apollos. Level with the centre circle. Osman Apollos. Apollos now. Wins the feet of Mokawena. Now turn from Bata. Plays it through the middle. Apollos holding it up, then tackled from Slav. And from Solka now. It's Czechia on the left-hand side. Salk holds it up. Back for Zeleny. It's in the Czechia area with Krejci. Kovar. Now Hranak bringing it forwards. It's down for Hranak. It's Sadilek goes square. And there's Holesh down the right. The footballers from Czechia. Holesh again. Daisy cuts a pass through the centre circle. Now time for Zeleny to take it over halfway. On the left-hand side, 63 minutes on the clock here in Atlanta. Czechia 1, South Africa 0. Just a reminder, if you are watching the game as well as listening to us, make sure you're watching it through your local broadcaster. Czechia on the ball here on the halfway line. Krejci just wants more players to show for the ball. Krejci on the ball again, real leader in that back. Krejci now walks over halfway. Krejci left-footed, calm pass. Now playing down the inside left, Czechia. And it's Azolek. It's Zeleny down line towards Azolek. Looked to be a clip there from Azolek on Mudau. Mudau down, holding the back of his left leg in pain. So it'll be a free kick to South Africa. The referee just checking how Mudau is. And it was, I'll tell you what, it was when Azolek was just trying to plant his foot down to the ground after being a bit off balance, just landed on the right knee of Mudau. So free kick for the Bafana to take. Czechia leading by goals nil, but Mudau's rolled down his right sock just to see how his knee is. His knee looks to be fine, thankfully. So Ime Ocon with the free kick for South Africa. Again, direct on the right-hand side. Nice touch there by Maseko. Maseko backing into Zeleny. Now uses Mudau midway in the Bafana half. Now back in their box with Ocon. Williams right-footed. Now Mbakazi. Here is Williams. Williams walks the ball into the D. And Bata asking for it. Williams has his right foot on the ball and then just flicks it a yard or two further ahead of him. Ball is stopped at the moment. Now Williams drives it towards the left-hand side. And Apollos really controlled it. The problem was the ball's already out of touch. Czechia throw. Czechia just needs to try and keep this game calm, keep in their favour. So 25 minutes left here in Atlanta. And certainly both sets of players looking like they're feeling the heat. So Thomas Souček was a big physical presence. One will know him for playing at West Ham United. So looks to be a double substitution. Also be Lucas Provod to come on, and Evidence Makopa also coming on for South Africa. And substitution now being made, so see Makopa can come on and make the difference. Looks to be, it will be the Czech here, number 9, Adam Zolek, be taken off for Lucas Provod. And Thomas Socek to come on also, as it stands, the match winner, Michael Sadilek, is coming off. So substitution now made for Czechia, and also for South Africa it was Ikram Reyners who came off for Evidence Makopa. So we're back on the way now. Head away from South African backline Mbakazi. Just took a touch off Mokawena. So a throw for Czechia. Sufal throws it down the right hand side. And Czechia do win another throw. This time through the substitute Provod. So chance for Czechia to try and get a long throw in. 67 minutes on the clock here in Atlanta. Czechia leads South Africa by a goal to nil. Huge 3 points for Czech in this tournament they can hold out. And it's so fast. Long throw comes in, flicked off for Krejci, cleared away. And then fully cleared out the box now from Mbakazi for Bafana back in the Czechia half. There was Ramak just letting it bounce. Knocks it back to his goalkeeper. Mate Kovar goes long. So push on the back of Provod. The referee doesn't want anything to do with that. So South Africa with Mbakazi midway in his half. Now Mbakazi square to Ocon. And Mudal makes himself available. Mudal left-footed pass on halfway here, South Africa, and then they lose the ball cheaply. And it is a Czechia get it back here with Salt. Now ball towards the centre circle, really sharp turn there from Czechia. It was a poor pass though towards Zeleny. It was a sharp turn in the middle from Lucas Chervin. Couldn't get the weight of the pass right, so having that hydration break now. And Czechia goal in front, and South Africa have given it a really good account themselves second half. They're giving it as good as they got, but can't find that equaliser. And they move through the thirds well, playing some really good football, and I'd say a strength of South Africa has been their consistency. Again, they've had a defeat against Egypt in Africa's major international tournament, and that did end a remarkable 27 match unbeaten run. Again, the manager Hugo Bruce, he's kept a tight-knitted bunch together, so again there has been a real familiarity of the squad, and just the quality though on the global stage, it's been the Achilles heel for South Africa again. And again, they're not clinical enough as well. They've had too many times where the fans have seen their nation pass up goal opportunities, and being able to predict what will follow again. They had that defeat to Cameroon in January in Africa's major international tournament. So again, the fans though, they've been absolutely terrific here, I must say. And they always bring great vibes, and certainly they wanted to see plenty of flair from the team. Haven't really seen that though, but it's been a real solid job from Czechia here. Again, to have a nice base about them, and Staf Krejci is been on loan at Wolves from Girona. Again, he's actually an unusually prolific scorer for centre back, but he's been very, very impressive on the ball. And I'd say that for sure the standout man for Czechia. Again, qualifying though was pretty hectic for the Czechs. Again, Ivan Hasek was sacked after hugely disappointing group stage results, which included a 5-1 loss to Croatia, who got beat 4-2 by England last night. Had to defeat the Faroes as well. Then Thomas Socek was stripped of the captaincy because players didn't thank the fans after a match. And now under Miroslav Kubek, the team, the show character in the playoffs, have beaten Ireland and Denmark on penalties after trailing 2-0 in the semi-finals. So he's done a really good job Miroslav Kubek, you know, he's the oldest manager, by the way, in World Cup history. And, you know, Hugo Bruce did hold the record for just 7 hours, surpassing the former Greece boss, Otto Railgun. Certainly, Czechia will just want to keep this lead, and great achievement for Miroslav Kubek to be the oldest manager in the tournament's history. So checking out, goes back underway, and it is checking the ball here, back line with Robin Hranek, into the feet of Mate Kovar. So flick on there, down the right hand side now. South Africa have it back here with Mbakazi. It is Roman Williams. Mbakazi. Mbakazi, really good strength. Now back to Roman Williams. Williams has it inside the D. Square across the box to Ime Ocon. Now Williams just in front of the penalty spot. Williams, a couple of touches with his right foot. And now it's a long ball forwards, moved away by Czechia. Now it's a ball down the right hand side. And South Africa, here's South Africa on the edge of the box with Apollos. Apollos now, left side the area. Apollos can get a ball in. It's been cleared away and then flicked out the box, and Salk. Good hold up play from Schick. Now Schick forwards and Salk trying to make the run. Couldn't quite find him. And then it's back from Ime Ocon to Roman Williams. Now South Africa just on the ball here. Coming towards the halfway line, it's Ime Ocon. First line from Mokawena. Now sharp turn on the inside right there for Maseko. Cross comes in towards the back post, header down and straight at the goalkeeper. The header came from Evidence Makopa. Now it's a roll short to Krejci. Souček. And now it's Czechia at the back here with Hranek. Sofal moves it inside. Now Souček holds it up. And there was a clear foul there. Came from Mofokeng. And there's a definite clip on the ankle. Header from Evidence Makopa a moment ago. Just couldn't generate power that was needed. Now Czechia lift it forwards towards left hand side. Heavy touch there in the end from Salk on the near side, and South Africa clear the lines now. Hooked forwards from Maseko. Now Czechia win it back. It's a ball from Holesh towards the attacking third, but headed away for Mbakazi. Now South Africa in the centre circle. Space open up a bit here now, even though Czechia have the lead. That was a turn, it's a foul there. And it certainly was a real sharp turn on the inside right, and Krejci just came across and made the foul. It was Maseko who was taken out. And Ladislav Krejci just with the late challenge. So South Africa, quarter now left in this match, and they trying to at least get their opening point of the tournament. We'll wait and see. So it is a free kick for South Africa to take. On the inside right, 25, 26 yards away from goal. So looks to be Madiba and Apollos standing behind it. So Madiba goes to the square, free kick, and our shot 25 yards out from Mbata blocked. Now has moved out in the send circle. The referee's blown a whistle back. I'm not exactly sure why. The referee's blew a whistle. I think there are two balls on the pitch at once. It looks to be. That's the reason why. So it's a drop ball now for the referee to conduct. And yeah, I think it was Mudal saying the ball. Actually, the ball was an issue with the ball. Now it's a cross comes in, headed away from Krejci. Now South Africa in the centre circle with Imeokon. Here's Mudal. Mudal now gets the ball passed back to him. Imeokon. And a short square pass. Easily trapped there from Mbakazi. And now played short. Into the feet of Maseko. Now South Africa just beyond halfway at Mbakazi. Apollos. It is Mbakazi again. And now Imeokon. It's a long ball forward from Mokoena. Couldn't quite find Evidence Bakope in the end, and Czechia get it clear from the back from Krejci. And certainly putting a top performance. So substitution here. Just trying to see who it's for. Looks to be for Czechia. It will be Lucas Cherv making way. And coming on is David Zima. Just help Czechia see out this match and try and get the opening points of the tournament. So throwing out to be taken from Krejci. It's laid backwards and it was a poor layoff in the end from Probod. And now South Africa bursting forward to Mokoena. Mokoena was taken out there. So free kick for South Africa on the inside right. And Hugo Bruce certainly not pleased about that. He feels it should be a yellow card. It was Thomas Socek who pulled back the South African midfield. It's a short free kick from Bata. Now worked in the box to Apollos. Apollos heavy touch on the byline, then goes across. It's blocked from Krejci. And it will be a corner kick on the right-hand side to South Africa. And it was, again, more brilliant defensive work from Krejci. Short free kick from South Africa. And Krejci came across on the byline with Apollos back to put the cross. And actually deflected back off Apollos. And it is a goal kick to Czechia. Now, goal kick taken short. Salt with the diagonal. Now Zeleny controls. As a poor bat was passed there for Czechia, which Bakope latches onto. So Bakope on the right wing. 79 minutes on the clock. Czechia 1, South Africa 0. That's a first time ball out towards the right hand side from South Africa. Good challenge that came in there from Krejci. Now it'll be a throw for South Africa to take on the right hand side. Level with the penalty area, which Mudal takes. Throws it back to the feet of Mofokeng. It is Ocon on the ball. And now Mokoena. Mokoena, 35 yards from goal. Mokoena plays out midfield towards the right side. Mudal. Back was to Imeokon. Now it's square into the feet of Apollos. Apollos now works it back in the middle to Mokoena. It's a layoff into the feet of Imeokon. Now right-footed from Mokoena. In South Africa and possession, but only 10 minutes to go in Atlanta. And they find that leveler. In South Africa, just keeping the ball here, but they try and advance it forwards. Ocon to Mokoena in the send circle. Now short from Mbakazi. Now Apollos backwards to Mokoena. Again, work to the right hand side. And now can cross maybe put in here from Maseko. Maseko got to Maseko. It's shot blocked from Sulk, and the referee as she points to the spot, looks like, is it a free kick or it looks like it's a penalty? It is a penalty to South Africa. It was a handball in the box from the Czechia substitute, Pavel Solk. So a massive chance for South Africa to get back into this. I couldn't quite tell. That was a penalty for a few seconds. And it was Maseko cut in. And it hit Solk's arm in the box, but the question was it tucked in enough? Okay, I think VAR will have a look at this one, but it has hit the arm of Pavel Solk. So the South African bench were up in arms. They wanted the penalty given immediately. And it was awarded by the referee. At the moment, I don't think VAR can have a look at it. So they've seen enough to definitely keep this as a penalty. So the responsibility from the spot goes to Teboho Mokoena. Huge moment in this group. So it's Mokoena from the spot. Kamate Kova keep Czechia's advantage at bay. So yeah, the responsibility is massive on Teboho Mokoena's shoulders. So Kova making himself big on the spot. So Mokoena now, deep breath, ready to step up. Let's see if he can finish this one. Mokoena, right footed, sends the keeper the wrong way. And we are level with 7 minutes to go here in Atlanta. What a moment for South Africa. Their opening goal of this year's competition. Teboho Mokoena, right footed, sending Mate Kova the wrong way. And that is how to take a penalty under extreme pressure. Just at the deep breath, right footed, sending Kova the wrong way. And that was an excellent penalty. Struck the right foot of Teboho Mokoena. And no keeping that one out. Power, precision. Excellent stuff from the South African number 4. Now we have a real game on our hands in Atlanta. Czechia 1, South Africa 1. And South Africa made another substitution. Tapula Maseko is off and Sebele Bele is on the pitch. So 6 minutes and all time to go. And Czechia get the lead back to South Africa. Complete turn around. Sebele flicks on from the centre circle, but it's only as far as Zeleny. Zeleny over halfway. Zeleny driving forwards away from Sebele Bele. That was a really poor pass there in the end from Zeleny to Provol, who just pulled out to the left-hand side. And the South African fans always bring vibrancy and noise, colour when they're at this tournament. So South Africa now deserve that equaliser as well. The bounce of play. At the ball here with Mokoena, who scored the penalty of Polis. Holds an off Sofal. Polis now pokes it back. It is Mudal. Now it's a long diagonal from Bata towards the left-hand side. Cross comes in, headed away from Krejci. And now South Africa get it back, then Bata looks to strike it back to the box, blocked from Pavel Solk. With South Africa in the centre circle. Now it's Ime Ocon. Mudal rolls it on the inside right. Held up here from Makopa. Wasn't in tandem though, Mudal. Mudal was already making the run down the right, and Makopa's going to play into his feet. So a miscommunication between the pair, and a quick throw from Czechia. Poke forwards towards Salk. They lose it so cheaply. Czechia have been poor the second half attacking wise. Mokoena, he's challenged from Souček and it rolls out of play. So it will be a Czechia throw. 4 minutes of normal time to go here in Atlanta. So throw taken. Flick off and Salk, but running onto it is Williams. And Williams now collects. So Williams rolls that to Ime Ocon. Half turn from Mokoena. Back now to Williams. Mbakazi. Again, going the direct route towards Apollos. And it's headed away from Zima. Now Souček. Here's Pavel Salk on the right-hand side for Czechia. Salk, good challenge there on Pavel Salk. And now South Africa give the ball away, clumsy from Mokoena. Lenny puts the ball in. South Africa managed to flick it away and clear the lines out the box. And now Souček gets onto it midfield. And Evans Makopa gets it back for Bafana Bafana. Middle of their half. 3 minutes of normal time remaining here in Atlanta. Czechia 1, South Africa 1. Roman Williams squaring the box. Now here's Mudal. Now Mokoena, deepest midfield at the moment for South Africa. Out now to Sebele Bele. Return to Mokoena. And now South Africa on the ball in the centre circle. It's a square pass there from Ime Ocon. And now Mokoena, 30 yards and goal, puts the cross in. Cleared away from Zima. And now South Africa take the shots on. Edge of the box with Sebele Bele, but Kovar got down to it. And now it's a short roll. It's a roll out there from Mate Kovar. And it is Czechia on the ball. It's a Holesh and Manak combining. Holesh again. Squares it now. Souček down the line. Nice first touch there from Provod. Provod combining well on Provod. Ball down the right flank to Pavel Salk. Salk keeps it well. Now towards Sofal in the box, but it's great work there. Tracking back to clear it for a corner kick. Again, it was Mbata made that excellent tracking run. So corner for Czechia on the left-hand side and the right-hand side. So it'll be taken. Usual suspect Vladimir Sofal. And a bit of a discussion going on between Patrick Schick, Tibur Mokoena with the referee. Now into the last minute of normal time here in Atlanta. And it is Czechia 1, South Africa 1. So Vladimir Sofal lifts the corner in, can't find Souček though, headed away. Now South Africa and batters it down to the ground, gives the way to Salk though. So Czechia, wide right, Souček. And now can Czechia get a cross in? Cross does come in, headed away though. He was looking for the head of Provod. Here is Zeleny. Czechia, still with Zeleny on the left-hand side. Zeleny trying to stay on his feet, but he was fouled there by Sebele Bele. So free kick on the left-hand side for Czechia. It was a definite trip there on Zeleny by Sebele Bele. And Vladimir Sofal will be delivering his free kick. 7 minutes of stoppage time here in Atlanta. Czechia 1, South Africa 1. Vladimir Sofal to take. So Sofal then standing square onto the ball. Will whip it in. Sofal's whipping, flicked, and it's blocked. It was Zeleny won the head, and then Souček on the right hand side. The flag goes up against Czechia. And again, it's more frustration for Czechia. And it was a lovely free kick in from Sofal. Header from Lenny. Actually blocked his own man in Hranak, who was in offside position, so that's why the flag went up against Czechia. So Roman Williams to take the free kick for South Africa. So it goes long now towards the left-hand side. Magopa headed away on Zima. And Sofal, he can't keep the ball in play. So it's a throw for South Africa. Minute and a half into stoppage time. It is South Africa now in the middle. Mokoena on the stretch. Now prods it out towards the right-hand side. And it's given towards Mokoena, then leaves it Mokoena. And Mokoena and Ocon make a mess of the possession. Now Czechia on halfway with Schick. It's in the send circle. Played forwards now from Zima. And Souček looks to play it through in the box, and that's great defending there from Mbakazi. Got across and wins the goal kick as well off of Provod. And certainly South Africa uncomfortable in possession, and they've certainly been much better this second half. South Africa. We have 4.5 minutes of stoppage time left here in Atlanta. So it's a long ball forwards flicked on now from Makopa. And picked up from Zima, back to his goalkeeper. Kovar goes long. It's a sliding clearance in the centre circle from Mokoena. And now Madiba. Madiba to Polis. Madiba again. South Africa on the left-hand side at the moment with Mofokeng. Mofokeng, deflected pass, goes in the middle, step onto it. And the end is Krejci. And now here's Salk. Ball down line towards Salk, and Czechia on the front foot now on the left-hand side. Salk takes in the box. Salk onto his left foot, drills it low, completely missed by Schick. And South Africa clear. On his fast Provod. Provod shot wide. And that's a chance for Czechia. Midway into the 7 minutes of stoppage time. And it was Salk with the cross. Schick completely missed the ball. Bobble clearance away from Mokoena. And it fell into the feet of Provod. Via touch from Krejci. And Provod just failed to find the target. And it is a goal kick to South Africa. Header away. Goal kick from Zima. Here is Zima. Now Sofal deflect the ball forwards. On onto it is Schick. Schick clips it. Really nice touch, 35 yards and goal from Krejci. And Krejci gets a second touch wrong, and South Africa have it now with Mokoena looking towards the centre circle to Polis. Now Polis clips it towards the wide right. Sebele Bele onto his right foot. Sebele Bele cross blocked. Sebele Bele again. And looks behind him to Mudal. It is Mbata. Mokoena. Polis now Mokoena again. Here's South Africa. Now wide left for Makopa. We have just 2 minutes of stoppage time left here. And this kicks off the second round of group fixtures in this competition. It's lifted forward to Mudal. Trapped on the chest now, Makopa. Makopa, left-footed shot straight at Kovar. Great opportunity for South Africa. And now Czechia go long from the back, and it's a poor ball from Holesh. South Africa, the team looking most likely to win this one apiece with a minute and a half to go. Tempted roll through ball to Polis from Madiba, but intercepted from Souček. Provod trying to turn the centre circle. He's dispossessed though. Mudau to Makopa. And now Mudau heading towards the box. Mudau lays on to Makopa. And now, is there going to be a chance for South Africa to take a shot on? It's a drag back to the feet of Sebele. Sebele leaves it. Shot blocked. It came from the left back Madiba in the box. We just have 1 minute of stoppage time left. It just came off a shin and then bounced off the right leg of David Seema. So short corner from South Africa. 40 seconds left. Now can South Africa get the cross in? It's a really heavy ball from the left-hand side. Too much on that one. It's been kept in play. Brilliantly from Ime Ocon. Tiny feet from Ocon. And now cut back for Mbakazi. Mbakazi, he goes for a 35-yard shot, but blocked from Thomas Souček. Czechia trying to push up the pitch. Just 15 seconds left. But South Africa go back to Roman Williams. Williams now. One last chance. Long ball towards Makopa. Headed away from Klanak. And now Zeleny. And the referee blows a final whistle. It's finished 1 apiece here in Atlanta. And Czechia and South Africa lost their opening group games. Can't find their first 3 points of the tournament. Sadilek put Czechia in front in the opening 6 minutes. Good finish underneath the goalkeeper, but South Africa stepped up second half. And they won a penalty with 7 minutes to go, which the Bo Mokoena converted. Still not great for either side's chance in progressing in this competition, but it is a point on board. It keeps some sort of hope alive for the final games of the group. Czechia play Mexico, and it's South Korea for South Africa. But a good contest between Czechia and South Africa in Atlanta, where it ends 1 apiece.
Thank you for listening to FootMob's audio commentary. Be sure to check out player ratings, shot maps and more in-depth info on the match page. Remember to check out FootMob's social channels on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and TikTok. Thank you for listening to FootMob's audio commentary. Be sure to check out player ratings, shot maps and more in-depth info on the match page. Remember to check out FootMob's social channels on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and TikTok. Thank you for listening to FootMob's audio commentary. Be sure to check out player ratings, shot maps and more in-depth info on the match page. Remember to check out FootMob's social channels on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and TikTok. Thank you for listening to FootMob's audio commentary. Be sure to check out player ratings, shot maps and more in-depth info on the match page. Remember to check out FootMob's social channels on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and TikTok. Thank you for listening to FootMob's audio commentary. Be sure to check out player ratings, shot maps and more in-depth info on the match page. Remember to check out FootMob's social channels on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and TikTok. Thank you for listening to FootMob's audio commentary. Be sure to check out player ratings, shot maps and more in-depth info on the match page. Remember to check out FootMob's social channels on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and TikTok. Thank you for listening to FootMob's audio commentary. Be sure to check out player ratings, shot maps and more in-depth info on the match page.